And welcome back. And we're moving into our final segment for today as we get all the details about an upcoming blood drive being done through the Anglican Diocese. We have with us on set Beverley Brown, who's a lay minister at the Anglican Church. We have in the middle a pediatric nurse from the UK, Kate Windsor. And on the end, we have Nurse Madrill, who everybody knows from the blood bank. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning and good morning, Belize.
Good morning. It's nice to have you in. Now, when it comes to a blood drive, then again, there are a lot of people who are so afraid of the needle, but there are also blood donors. Yeah. But how important it is to donate some blood?
Well, when you donate blood, you give blood and you renew your blood. You get new blood and it revitalizes you, right, Nurse?
Yeah.
It's that natural rejuvenation
Yes.
for your body.
Yeah. Let's step back a bit. You know, we know that there is always a continuous call for people to become voluntary blood donors. Nurse Madrill works tirelessly trying to go to schools and businesses, getting people to make the choice to volunteer to donate blood. What prompted the Anglican Diocese to build this partnership and help to support in this initiative?
Well, we have the chaplaincy, we're part of the chaplaincy program at the hospital, and we have the need, there's a need for blood because a lot of our people are in hospital and we get calls saying, oh, could you get someone to give us blood? And you know, and it's a tedious job getting people to donate, so we thought it would be a good thing to join with the chaplaincy and do this drive so that we can have the blood, because at the blood bank there is a special unit for us in the chaplaincy. Okay. So anybody from our area can get blood.
Yeah.
And in terms of donating blood, does it matter the blood, your blood type, or you just nurse? Does it matter the blood type that you've got in order for you to donate some blood?
Yes. So when it comes to O negative, we must collect O negative.
That is
but
a
if you're O
rarest blood
positive,
type,
you can donate to all positives.
So let's talk about.
So we always need O negative, and O negatives are always scarce.
Yeah. There
That's
you go.
the
John
least
says
we
he's
have.
O negative, so officially you need to.
I need
This
to
is
talk to
it's very important because it's one of the harder bloods to be
very
able to replace.
That's the one we have the most challenges with.
So let me ask you, how we've been talking about the need for people to be willing to come out and donate blood for quite a while now. How are you seeing things going in terms of people voluntarily coming in and donating blood?
Nothing much in difference. The same percentage we have from before remain the same. So the most I can say is that if we start to target from primary school, go on to sixth form, I think it will be much better. Yeah. Because from a younger age, you're hearing, come and donate blood when you reach 18. You know, wait till you reach 18 till somebody come and ask you to donate or give the blood. From the time they're in primary school, they will grow up with that. When I reach 18, I will donate a unit of blood voluntarily to the bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the way it should go.
So because, you know, I wanted to know how, should you have a certain age, who can donate blood?
18 to 65.
18 to 65.
Once you're healthy.
Yeah. Nurse Windsor, let's talk a bit about some of the cases, and you're a pediatric nurse, so you really can talk about some of the children, especially who are dependent on having transfusions from time to time. Tell us a bit about those stories.
Well, I think it's important to remember that you can get a free health screening every time that you give blood.
Yeah.
So if a child had a autoimmune disorder like lupus, where the body attacks itself, whether you're a child or an adult, you don't know you've got it until you've had that free health screening, and then you can get the help that you require. Yeah. And would you agree that when you give a blood donation, your blood goes into 3 separate parts? You have your platelets for pregnant women, and if you bleed out, you've got your fresh blood plasma
and the puck cells.
And
So 1 pint of blood saves 3 lives.
3 lives, yes.
Yeah. What is the benefit for the donor?
as you were saying, it's a rejuvenation process. And to know that you're saving a life, and I know that you said you don't like needles, and I don't particularly like needles either, but it's 5 minutes of your life.
They get a free checkup, a free blood test every time.
So what happens if I'm to go and donate blood today? What's the process that I must go through to donate?
First of all, number one, you must be healthy to go to the blood bank. Must be healthy. Number two, you must take a valid ID. Must have breakfast in the morning before you donate a unit of blood. You get screened to find out if you have the amount and what type you have.
Yeah.
And after you get interviewed and you pass the criteria for the blood bank, we move on to the other step.
Yeah.
For male, you need to have 13.5 and over to donate a unit of blood. Anything under 13.5 for male, you're disqualified.
In
for
terms
that
of your
type.
blood count, yeah.
How do you know that an individual have got 13.5?
You get tested there and then.
Yeah. You also can't be on medication, right?
No.
Yeah. That's
No
one of
medication.
the criteria people should know.
No cough, no cold, absolutely nothing.
No alcohol, no.
Nope. Nothing.
If somebody, okay, good. A good example is myself. I'll use myself as an example.
A new recruit.
We just came off a segment. Well, we took some beer. If I'm to go and donate blood today, would you recommend that I go and donate blood today?
Tomorrow. Just encourage you to drink a lot of water today, and tomorrow you'll be fine.
Yeah. So you'll be in fine. You'll be in good shape for the
Saturday.
blood drive
Right.
coming up.
Okay.
So, is there a specific goal that you're trying to reach in terms of the amount of units you're hoping people will come out and donate?
Well, we hope that we get as much as possible because our units that we have right now, I think it's just one, right?
Yeah.
We just have one unit.
Wow.
So
And that's for, to be very clear, that's for the group.
the chaplaincy,
Yeah,
yes.
the group that you have
chaplaincy.
established for the chaplain, right?
Yes.
So this isn't your general national
No.
blood reserve. Yeah, I just wanted
Because
to
in
clarify
terms of that,
yeah.
every department, every service have their own account.
Yeah.
And in their account, they only have one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the time when I did the drive for them, it was in Belmopan, and we had a crucial rain,
Oh,
like a freak storm, and nobody didn't come out.
okay.
So
And each donation of blood only lasts 30 days?
Yeah.
35 days.
35 days, and then has to be gotten rid of. So
Go ahead.
just saying it needs to be replenished.
Yeah.
You know.
Continuously.
Yes.
Keep coming
yes.
back every 3 months
Yes,
to donate.
you can donate every 3 months. So
So where's this blood drive going to be? It's going to be on February 10th, right?
yes, yes.
And where's
This
it going
Saturday at ACC compound
From
from
9?
9 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Wow.
And don't
That's
feel,
the Anglican Cathedral College.
Yes.
ACC,
Yes,
right there on
yes,
Regent
yes,
Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you do-
Next to the cathedral.
So today I'm shouting out to the donors to come out this Saturday. Sometimes we do complain about cannot make it during the week. Come this Saturday, it's open for all.
Yes.
Our team will be there, and I'm trying to encourage all my donors who donated 3 months before can come Saturday
Yeah.
for everybody. No excuses.
Now, Nurse Madrill, I always feel like it's important to clarify this. If sometimes you speak to people and they say, "Oh, I donate blood," but it is usually replacement blood. Can we talk once again about the difference between replacement blood
And voluntary.
and voluntary blood?
Okay, replacement blood is when you donate for somebody. Either they have an elective surgery, or for a pregnancy, or for somebody who is sick,
Yeah.
or for a family member. That's replacement donor.
Yeah.
Only when they need, you go in and donate.
Yeah. So in other words,
But
that is going to
that's-
replenish what will be taken
Taken out.
Yeah.
Yes. But voluntary donors are donors who go there voluntarily just to donate to the bank.
Yeah.
That type of blood we use for emergency cases.
Yeah.
Because nobody will say, I will get shot tomorrow and I need this amount of blood.
Or a traffic
Or
accident.
traffic accident.
Yeah.
So that's where the voluntary blood donors come in.
So for somebody who donates blood, if I donate blood today, how long before I could come back and
3
donate
months.
it? Oh,
3 months.
okay.
And if you do have a health reason which prevents you from donating, don't feel guilty, but bring a friend with
Exactly.
you on Saturday
Exactly.
to donate on your behalf.
How do you get over, and this might be a serious question here, how do you get over a needle phobia? Because that's the thought for a lot of people. We think about getting pains, we think about that needle getting in. How do you get over this?
I try and just see the big picture.
I just
There's
do
a
it.
bigger. There's always a bigger picture.
Yeah.
You look.
I just
look
encourage
over
you not to
You're
look.
doing it for your
Look away.
child.
Yes, look
You
at
know,
the
if your
benefits.
child is in an emergency situation and they
You'll
need
put
some,
both
you
arms
won't
out.
think twice about putting a needle in your arm for your child. Yeah.
He'll put both arms out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a terrible needle phobia, and besides that, my veins are very, very fine. But I still have to take the needle, and after a while, you condition yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look away. I mean, I just don't
I mean,
want
first-
the needle
Yeah,
going
no,
and I look
turn
away.
ahead.
Yeah.
First, I used to cry, scream, but now I don't.
So there are ways to overcome it. What do you find to be some of the motivations for the people who do actually donate?
I think when they might have had a sick friend or a relative, and they saw the
Yes.
benefit there, then they feel inclined, because I'm sure the bank tells them, you know, that about the benefits. So you feel inclined to want to do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to give blood, but I couldn't at one time. So,
You see, most of the time, when there is a gunshot and they use X amount of blood and that person survive, sometimes the relative, they do come back and replace some, some don't. So I'm encourage everybody, donate a unit of blood, because you never can tell when it's your turn
Yeah.
or one of your family member.
Yeah.
And when that happens, you want the blood bank to open on Sunday, you want the blood bank to stay over time, when you could have avoided all that.
Yeah. And it works like a bank. Like if I put a deposit in,
Exactly.
I can withdraw from what I have deposited without having to get someone else to come in and do it.
Exactly. That goes for voluntary donors.
Yeah,
only.
if I take
Yeah.
it voluntarily.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think it's one of the things that we continue to talk about, and maybe it is the needles. Maybe people just feel like eventually they'll get around to it. But now you have an opportunity. Saturday, you're out doing your shopping. Let's talk once again about what the guidelines are for people who are coming out to donate.
As what I said earlier, you need to be healthy, because number one, that pushes us way beyond health. You need to have a breakfast if you come in the morning. You need to have lunch if you come after 1. Make sure you cover 2 meals if you're donating after 1. We'll be there from 9 until 3. Open up for everybody. And I just want to give a shout out to all my donors who donated over 3 months.
Yeah.
Saturday is the day.
Yeah.
And
Come on.
I also get a donation this morning for the first 24 donors. I have a token for you guys.
but we
So
won't
be
tell them
there
what
show
on
you her
Saturday.
effectiveness in soliciting donations.
A donation.
Yeah, we won't say what it is.
I won't say what it
Oh, you
is.
won't say what it is.
No,
Yeah.
it's a surprise.
Okay, if you've been watching our show today, then just know that it's a very good
careful.
surprise, right?
It's a genuine Belizean surprise.
Yeah.
A genuine Belizean surprise for the first 24 donors that will be there donating a unit of blood on Saturday, February the 10th.
Okay.
Be there for that surprise. You won't regret it.
All right. Anything else you ladies would like to say about why people should come out on Saturday?
It's a good community service. You know, it's the Christian thing to do. And so we'd like to see you out there and do your part in saving a life.
A life or 3, actually.
Yes, yes.
All right. So this Saturday at the Anglican Cathedral College, starting at 9 a.m., there is the official blood drive taking place. Go on out and give a pint to save a life. And I think that's
right.
ideally what we're trying. You're always looking for ways to give back to the community. You literally can save lives just by being able to donate blood.
And it
So-
just will take you 5 minutes.
Exactly. All right. So thank you once again. We're going to go ahead and take our final break, and when we come back, we'll have our wrap-up, so stay tuned.